Good morning, everyone, and shalom from the beautiful city of Yerushalayim. You know, in this week's Torah portion, we have a prophecy that was fulfilled yesterday before all of our eyes. In this week's Torah portion, Kitavo, the Torah says, I will bring all the blessings upon you. And the blessings that the Torah promises for the Jewish people in this week's Torah portion is that, first of all the enemies that come before you shall fall before you. But then the Torah goes on to say, all the nations of the world will see that the name of God is upon you. And then the Torah goes on to say, B'derech echad yetzu elecha. They will come out towards you from one direction. Uv'shivad rachim yanusu milfanecha. But from 7 directions they will flee from you. And the question is, what does it mean? Your enemy will come against you from one direction, but they will flee from you from 7 directions. And yesterday we saw the answer to this question. On October 7th, they came towards us. They came and attacked us from one direction, from Gaza. But Israel has caused our enemies to flee from us from 7 different directions. First of all, in Gaza they are fleeing from us. Then from Lebanon. Then from Syria. Then from Hezbollah. Then from Iran, then from Yemen, and finally from the 7th direction. Now the terrorists in Qatar are running from us as well. And this is the fulfillment of the verse. They will come against you from one direction, but they will flee, as they are fleeing from the IDF from 7 different directions. Oh, this is what we have to remember. This biblical prophecy was given 3,300 years ago in this week's Torah portion. But we only saw the 7th direction that they are running from us in yesterday's events, where 5 Hamas terrorists were taken out by Israel. And now the ones in Qatar have to flee and hide from Israel. What we have to remember is, yes, Kol HaKavod at Tzahal. Tzahal is an incredible army, but it's Hashem's blessings that gives us the power. What other nation could achieve what the Jewish people have achieved? Here I am in Yerushalayim, the capital of Israel, that King David established 3,000 years ago. And here we are as a Jewish nation, still living in this country and living in Yerushalayim as the capital for 3,000 years. And the wars that King David fought are continuing till this very day. But just like King David succeeded through God's blessings, so too we feel the hand of Hashem is upon us, and all the nations of the world see and have reverence and awe for the Jewish people. And even those countries that are criticizing Israel, like Macron, who have the audacity, the chutzpah, to criticize Israel for killing terrorists, well, I'm sure in their heart they have nothing but respect for the Jewish people, because he knows that his army could never pull off such a feat, to bring 5 leading terrorists of Qatar into one room and eliminate them in one full swoop. This is clearly the hand of Hashem. And therefore we have to thank Hashem for His blessings and the miracles we are seeing. And we should finish this year with the ultimate miracle of the return of all of our hostages home safely to their families. Yesterday, Dini and I went with our son, Yehuda Tzvi, to visit an aunt of Dini's who lives in Beitar Illit. And as we were sitting with this cousin in her apartment, suddenly a siren went off. And she looked at the phone, she said, oh, there's a missile coming from Yemen. The Houthis are sending in a missile. And she ran to close the windows and the shutters on the apartment. And then she said, come quickly, we have to go down to the shelter. And we went down to the shelter, and already the shelter was full, because there are 8 families that live in this building, and they all came down to the shelter. Men, women, children. There was a mother there with 2 infant babies. It was like 8 o'clock at night. Her babies were in pajamas with pacifiers, and everyone comes down. But everyone is talking, and everyone is laughing and having a good time together in the shelter for 20 minutes till we were able to return. And the camaraderie and the warmth and the friendship in the shelter was great. And then one of the men there said, you know, apparently God keeps on sending us down to the shelter with these missiles so that we could get to know our neighbors and we could say shalom to one another. How else would the whole building, all the neighbors, spend 20 minutes together every other day, getting to know each other, spending time together, saying shalom to one another? And I thought that was such a beautiful idea. It's not the Houthis, it's not the missiles, it's not the enemies. It's what Hashem wants. You know what Hashem wants us to do? Come together, love each other, support each other. And yes, when we do that, we see